Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV proudly present KCU basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark Pump and Shop for the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River City Builders, Stork Pharmacy, Members Choice Credit Union, Grace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, First National Bank of Grayson, and Kentucky Christian University.
Now let's go to the court for countdown to tip-off on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from the Lusby Center in Grayson, Kentucky. Welcome to Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight in a men and women's doubleheader as Columbia International University, CIU for short, out of Columbia, South Carolina, makes the trip up to Grayson, and a rematch from a December contest between the two teams. Women will start things off first as the 8-6 KCU Knights will welcome in the 7-8 Rams. They fell to this team back in the regular season meeting, 74-60. We'll take a look at that one in just a little bit. Men's will follow approximately around 7:30 this evening, and the men's team 3-12, still trying to figure some things out. Have had some goods, some bads, just not been able to figure everything out to get it to where they need it to go to. But we'll talk about that game a little bit later on, as it should be a dandy when CIU and KCU men get things rolling in the evening matchup tonight. But we'll start first with the women. A very intriguing matchup between the two. As I said, the matchup back on December the 10th down in Columbia was a 74-60 victory for the Rams. KCU looking to bounce back and even the series in a AAC conference matchup and pick up their 9th win on the season. Let's step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the matchups, preview the teams, get your starting lineups, and tip-off as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump & Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump & Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight from the Lusby Center as we get you ready for the front end of the men's-women doubleheader as CIU, Columbia International University out of Columbia, South Carolina, makes the trip into Grayson for the second matchup between these two teams in AAC matchups. These two teams again met on December the 10th down in Columbia. It was a 74-60 victory for the Rams. They turned in a 25-12 fourth quarter to blow that one wide open. You outscore your opponent by 13. That took away a 1-point lead after 3 quarters of play, and they won it 74-60 at home. They were led on the floor by Hannah Wilkerson, 17 points. Tiara Cook dropped in 15. Samaria Webb dropped in 15 as well. She is not playing tonight. She is not on the roster. Madison Hatcher added 12 for the Rams, who at that mark was 6-6. For the Knights, it was Samantha Wells that paced the way with 16 points. She was 7 of 15 from the field. Also grabbed a nice collection of rebounds, 8 total. That was second highest on the team to Jada Higgins' 9. Lakin Atkins was the only other player in double figures. She had 10 in only 18 minutes of action. KCU shot the ball 41% from the field that night, but 60% from the charity stripe, and that was something that was they did not get to the line often. 3 for 5 on the other side. The Rams 25 of 35. The Rams hit as many free throws as the Knights hit field goals. That's certainly never a good recipe for any matchup, especially when you're on the road. Let's step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Knights' last matchup. That was a contest against Bryan in which they fell 68-44. Our coverage continues in the pregame show on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Back here at the Lusby Center and countdown to tip-off. Getting ready for KCU and CIU. Last time out for the Knights, it was a 68-44 loss. And they had only one player that made it into double figures. Abby West led the team with 12 points. Jada Higgins tossed in 9. They struggled from the field, 28.6%. That was 16 of 56. Including 4 of 18 from long range for 22%. They were 57% from the charity stripe. That was 8 of 14. On the other side of things, Bryan shot 30.3% from the field. They were 15 of 23 from the charity stripe. Both teams got on the glass very effectively, but the Bryan out-rebounded KCU offensively 16-5. And that was certainly a number that doesn't bode well no matter who you're playing, whether you're at home or on the road. And when you have 3 players in double figures, including all 3 that flirted with double-doubles, leading player had 19 points, 8 rebounds, 16 and 8, 12 and 8. It's a tough night at the office, especially when you're not in the friendly confines of your home court. Lakin Atkins led the way on the glass for the night. She had 9 rebounds, 6 points. Jada Higgins 9 and 7. And then Abby West 12 points and 5 rebounds in the losing effort. The big question tonight, can the Knights even things up against this CIU team in which they fell back in December 74-60 and try to get on a winning streak, to say the least, as we start down to the latter part of the season. Taking a look at the schedule moving forward for the women, as they'll be back here on Saturday at 2 p.m. against Truett McConnell. We'll be on the air beginning at 1:45 for Countdown to Tip-Off coverage on the Cool Hits Sports Network. Then they're on the road for 4 consecutive: Bluefield, Milligan, St. Andrews, and Tennessee Wesleyan. Back home for 2 against Johnson, Tennessee on January 28th, and in Union on January 31st. Then we go into the month of February, and they've got 6 total games, 3 at home, 3 on the road, all alternating. They're at home against Brenew on February 7th, Bryan for the rematch on February the 11th, and they close things out on February 18th with Columbia, South Carolina. So the Knights 8 and 6. They're 5 and 5 in conference. They've been above 500 at home, 5 and 3. And again, the loss to Bryan snapped a 2-game winning streak on the other side of Christmas break, in which they defeated Lourdes here in a shootout back on December 12th, 69-61. And then 2 days later, knocked off Welch 71-47. So can they get, more importantly, a conference win will get them back above 500 in that mark, and then 3 games above 500 during the regular season. The question I think that certainly goes along with is, can the Knights find multiple scoring options tonight that they can spread the basketball around? They like to play inside out. The dribble drive, that it starts obviously through the hands of Jada Higgins. And then you've got Reagan and Lakin Atkins, Abby West, Jasmine Flowers. That's the starting 5 for the Knights. Can they penetrate, get to the rim, and more importantly, finish? That's been the kind of the bugaboo at times when this team has struggled, is being able to finish around the rim. The other side of it is they have to limit second chance opportunities for the Rams. It all starts through Hannah Wilkerson. She leads the way for this team. Wilkerson on the season, trying to search for her numbers here real quick. Here we go, 12.5 points per game. Tiara Cook has 11.8. Zani Thompson is 11.5. Madison Hatcher at 10.8. And then Somarian Webb, who was not playing tonight, that would be the other normal starter. She has 8.6. They still have some good production coming off of the bench. Dwaylon Twitty at 5.3. Mariah Lineback has 5.2. Quanika Howard at 4.2. And that's kind of where things will stop tonight. A limited roster. I think they only traveled 11 this evening. So it'll be certainly tough sledding if they have to go to the bench early here on the road in Grayson. Looking at the Knights and the production that they've got, Jada Higgins leads the way on the season, 14.4 points per game. She's averaging 15 a game in conference, though, but she's the only player in double figures. Abby West at 8.5, Lakin Atkins at 8.5. The Knights will need a couple of double-digit scores here tonight to be able to call this one a victory. Let's step aside for our final break. When we return, starting lineups and tip-off. It's KCU and CIU in the first game of the men and women's doubleheader here at the Lesby Center. And our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, You owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time homebuyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
And we welcome you in to tonight's broadcast of KCU Knights basketball. Women up first as they'll welcome in the Rams of Columbia International. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here this evening on the Cool Hit Sports Network as the visiting Rams of Columbia International will be decked out in the navy blue and gold. The big ram on the chest with the gold stripes down the shoulders and the shorts, and the gold numerals on the front and the back. Starting lineup for the visiting Rams, who come with a record of 7-8. It'll be Dwaylon Twitty, Zani Thompson, Madison Hatcher, Hannah Wilkerson, and Tiara Cook. Head coach for the visiting Rams, Danielle Fleming. Dayron Fleming is the assistant coach. Jacob Smith and Brittany Brown are the assistants. And now the starting lineup for the KCU Knights. They'll be decked out in the white tops and bottoms, red trim, with the red numerals on the front and the back. In the back, number 2, Abby West. She's joined by number 3, Reagan Atkins, and number 4, Lakin Atkins. The point guard, number 14, Jada Higgins, and rounding things out, number 22, Jasmine Flowers. Again, the Knights, West, Atkins, Higgins, and Flowers. Head coach, Dr. Lisa Kahn. Assistant coach, Dean Brand. Your loyalist, Estrada and Kirk Wells. KCU will have the basketball, working it from right to left as I view it here, court side in the Lusby Center. Let's see if it'll be Flowers or Atkins center court for the jump on. It's not going to be either one. It's going to be Jada Higgins. She's going to go toe-to-toe with Zani Thompson. Ball goes into the backcourt, and off we go. Rams with the basketball. They'll start things first. Twitty goes into the keyhole. That's into Cook. Cook works off the right side. Soft off the window is good. And it's 2-0 Rams. Here's Higgins. Pulls from the keyhole. That one's off the mark. No good. Rebounds Ani Thompson. Into the front court, Wilkerson. Hands it off onto the wing. Here's a three ball on the way. Off the mark. No good by Hatcher. Rebound comes out to Abby West. Here's Lakin Atkins with a three. It's off the window. No good. Long rebound rolls out to Thompson. 2-0 our score. Approaching 1 minute expired here in the opening minute of the contest. Here's a ball raked away from Wilkerson. It's stolen away by Higgins. She'll push it ahead, slow it down on the left wing. Lobs it down underneath. That's to Flowers. Flowers spins, comes to the left side, puts it up, no good. Rebound out to Thompson. They'll pitch it off into the corner. That's down to Twitty. Twitty puts it on the deck, kicks it back out to Hatcher. She'll hand it off out there. 8:35 to play here in the opening period. 2-0 our score. Twitty starts to dribble drive, loses her dribble. She'll feed it in onto the post. That's a Cook. She spins from the left to the right, puts up a shot too stiff. Rebound falls off to Higgins on the baseline. Higgins rushes it ahead, down 2-0. Tries to go back door, and nobody's home. Higgins coming off, and into the ball game is Kylie Gillum. 2-0 our score. Jalen Twitty jogs it into the front court. Brings it to the right side. Looking in front of Abby West. Man-to-man pressure, high post there to Thompson. Thompson puts it on the deck, goes off the right elbow, fires up a shot. It's an air ball, and it's kicked out of bounds. Inside of 8 minutes to play. Knights still scoreless here in the opening going. West kicks it ahead to Gillum on the right wing. Gillum feeds it off now to Flowers. She wants a three for the lead. That one's in and out, no good. Had a good look there, just couldn't get it to stay down. Thompson with another rebound. She'll kick it ahead, and it's kicked out of bounds right in front of my broadcast position. 7:43 on arrested clock. Still only 2 points thus far in this contest. Twitty takes the inbound from Thompson. She'll center it up. Lobs it high post, left side, hands it off. Gets the handoff there from Cook. Goes from the left to the right, spins back left, puts up a shot, counted at one. And a chance at a three-point play for Jalen Twitty. First foul on the Knights goes against Abby West. It's her first, team's first. And Twitty to the line for the three-point play and gets the soft roll that tumbles through. And it's 5-0. West brings it front court, takes it off now to Lakin Atkins on the wing. Now to Flowers left of point. Spins down the center of the lane, kicks it out into the corner. Here's a spot up three, Reagan Atkins on the way. Yes! Beautiful find there to Reagan Atkins. And the Knights are on the board. They're down 5-3. In transition, the Rams racing off the left side. Here's a shot in transition off the window by Hannah Wilkerson with an answer. 7-3 our score. Out in the corner. Atkins takes it out of the left side, feeds it out. Gets it right back. She wants a long three straight away. Boom! Buries it from long range off the left side. Back-to-back triples. And the Knights are down by one. It's 7-6. Reagan Atkins has all six for the Knights here early on. Twitty works off a screen. High post gives it off to Thompson between the rings. They take it into Cook. She goes off the right side working on Atkins. Curls up to the left. Put the shot up. No good. Rebound out by Flowers. KCU with a chance to take the lead. Gillum on the baseline, puts a shot up good. Strong take there by Kylie Gillum. And the Knights have their first lead of the contest. It's 8-7. Twitty gives it off to Thompson. Thompson comes right side, and an illegal screen called on Jalen Twitty. That's her first, team's first. Back in for KCU is Jada Higgins. She'll replace Reagan Atkins. Higgins crosses over, comes left, draws the contact, puts it up good. A lot of contact, no whistle, we play through. And the Knights lead this one by 3. It's 10-7 inside of 6 to go here in the opening period. Here's Thompson, looks at the Defensive pressure, gives it to Cook in the keyhole. 19 on the shot clock. Cook puts it on the deck, dribble drive. Goes off the left side, high up off the window, too strong. Rebound claimed by Higgins, and it's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights. 5:33 to go here in the opening period. West will take it in the backcourt. She'll walk it across the midcourt stripe. Brings it to the left side there, hands it off to Higgins. Higgins gets a screen. Now Gillum, right side three, high arcing shot, got it. Downtown Tripletown, the Knights are burning off the nets. And a timeout requested by the visiting Rams of CIU. Kylie Gillum jumps off the bench with 5 quick. Back-to-back triples coming from Reagan Atkins. KCU 3 for 5 from downtown Tripletown. 5:21 to go here in the opening period. And they lead this one by 6, 13-7. They've made difficult work on the paint work for the Rams team. They've been able to get the ball down to Tierra Cook, but she's not been able to finish in the point blank shots that they've been able to get her. So out of the timeout, Thompson brings it in to Jalen Twitty. She'll jog it across the midcourt stripe. Now to Thompson on the left wing. Here's Cook out in between the rings. Hands it off there to Hatcher. She wants a 3 off the mark, right side, no good, and a whistle and a foul for behind. They'll get the foul on Tierra Cook over the back, push foul, I should say. That's her first team's second of the period. And then the ball raked out of bounds on the far sideline. Get her first sub of the ball game for the Rams as Hatcher goes out and Quinnica Howard comes on. 4:58 to go here in the first period. Here's Flowers on the right side, lobs it in to Atkins, and then a reach-in foul from behind by Thompson as she picks up her first, team's third. Knights basketball on the baseline. Abby West to trigger in. Surveying, brings it in to Atkins near side. Back to Gillum. Gillum puts it on the deck, dribble drive through. Hook shot off the window, good. Kylie Gillum with 7. And it's 15-7, the lead's out to 8. Here's Wilkerson into the paint. Shot is up, no good. Cook gets the rebound and sticks it back up and in. An answer there for the Rams. Flowers spins on the baseline. Left-handed hook shot high up off the window. 17-9. Here's Howard. Gives it off to Cook on the baseline. Spins from the right, goes to the left into the restricted space, back out to Thompson. Twitty comes to the right side, hands it off there to Howard. Now to Thompson on the wing, 12 on the shot clock. Back to Twitty on the wing, working on West. Spins, has it taken away. Flowers steps in and gets the turnover. She'll tip it back to West. We go across midcourt, inside of 4 to go. West start to kick it out into the corner to Gillum. Gillum puts it on the deck, finds Atkins coming down the left side. She'll do a reverse scoop shot. It's up and in traffic. A nice find there by Gillum. Atkins with a nice finish. Here's Howard in transition. Throws up a off-balance hook shot. No good. Jada Higgins with the rebound. She's racing ahead. She'll take it off the right side, and it's poked out of bounds. Atkins and Casey Badgett coming in. Flowers and Atkins comes off. Out of the basketball game also for the Rams, as Badgett puts up a shot, misses the shot, and then picks up the foul. Second foul against the Knights. Mariah Lineback won the checking in the dead ball situation. Here's Thompson, comes off the right elbow, lost the handle on the peel, and we've got a pinball game happening in front of us. They said it was touched last by the Rams. Their 5th turnover of the contest gives it back to KCU, leading 19-9. 3:03 to go here in the opening period. Knights have been torching the Nats from long range. Here's Higgins standing over in front of the Rams bench. Gives it high post to Gillum. Gillum hands it off there to Higgins. Higgins pumps right of point. Just outside the keyhole. Now comes into the keyhole. Off the right elbow. 14-footer lobs it into Badgett's. Badgett's turn finds the rim. Shot is up, no good. Howard with the rebound and pushes it ahead for the Rams. So bring it out to Thompson. Thompson straight away working on Gillum. Steps through off the right block and it's kicked out of bounds. Who touched it last? They'll say it went off the leg of Thompson. Couple of subs on for KCU as Lindsey Cassell and Samantha Wells coming on for Abby West and Kylie Gillum. Cassell with the basketball. She'll work for the point. Brings it off to Higgins on the left wing. 2:20 to go. Higgins wants a three. It's off the mark badly deep. Rebound falls into the hands of Thompson. She'll bring it into the front court. Stop, give it off to Howard. Howard steps into a three, and she walked into it all the way there. Taylor Isaac coming on for the Knights as Higgins will take another seat. Cassell at the point, centers it up in front of Higgins, or excuse me, in front of Howard. Off to Atkins. Atkins goes off the screen, wants a three. It's on the way, too stiff. Badgett has the rebound. They'll go with another three left side this time. It's off the mark as well. Howard with the rebound. She'll try to pitch it ahead. She'll take it out to line box. She'll fan it out to the left side. Stops at the free throw line. Turns, gives it out to Howard. Howard steps into a three this time, in and out, no good. Ball tipped around. Thompson has the rebound. She'll turn, put it up off the window. No good. Ball poked around. Coming away with it is Cook. And then Lonback puts it up and in. (19-11). Here's Isaac. Hemmed up in the right corner. Turns and throws that one away. Racing out is Linebach. She'll take it off the right side. Put it up. Count it and one. And a chance at a three-point play. We'll get the foul on Lindsey Cassell. That's her first, team's third of the period. Back into the ball game is Lakin Atkins and Jasmine Flowers. Badgett and Cassell step out. Free throw was on the way, is too stiff, no good. And then a whistle and a foul on the tie-up. They'll get it on Jasmine Flowers. That's her first, team's fourth. Inside of a minute to go here in the opening period. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Cook pulls the trigger as the shot clock was winding down. Long three comes out to Flowers. She'll race it ahead, try to lob it off onto the baseline and turns it over. Howard in transition, racing it off to the right side. 35 seconds to play here in the opening period. They'll go into the corner to Linebach, back to Howard. 20 on the shot clock. Just about 9 seconds in between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Cook into the lane, steps through off the left side, gets the big bump, but drops in the bucket. 19-13. 10 seconds to play in the period. Atkins takes it, gives it off to Isaac. Ahead to Flowers. It's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with KCU with 3.5 to play in the first period. Flowers to trigger in. Gets it out. They'll lob it off to Atkins. She's going to have to turn and throw up a prayer. It's away, but it does not go, and that's the end of one period. 19-15, KCU in front after one. Quarter two when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back here at the Lusby Center as we've played one quarter. KCU leading CIU 19-15. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here tonight. Our crew, Felicia Collier, the executive producer tonight, and on a camera, and Austin Ray working the other camera. Abby West will trigger in right in front of me. As ball's in play, KCU has possession, and a 4-point lead, and off we go for period number two. They'll take it off into the far corner, and they throw it out of bounds, trying to feed it to West out in the far corner. And Flowers' toss was too stiff and goes over top of her head. Fourth turnover of the basketball game for the Knights. Quinnica Howard brings it in. Back into the ball game is Wilkerson. She's been quiet early on, and a whistle and a foul underneath as they'll get Reagan Atkins on the hold. That's her first, team's first of the period. Lob comes in to Wilkerson. She'll put it on the deck. Go off the right side. Shot is up, no good. Ball tipped into the hands of Gillum. Flowers off the left side, feeds it off to Gillum. Gillum had a hot first period. Here's Atkins, strong take underneath, and finishes for her fourth point of the ball game. 21-15. Howard in transition, gets tied up, stops, turns, reverse, pivots. Shot won't go home. Ball loose underneath, and KCU has the basketball. Here's Gillum. Step through, Euro step off the glass. No, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. (23-15). 8:38 to play here in the first half. Thompson will pull the trigger, trying to get some glass. She can't get it, and then Callie Gillum draws the rebound and the foul. Look at the foul. On Hannah Wilkerson, her first, team's first of the period. Jada Higgins back in the ball game for KCU. Here's West, pulls the trigger, left side threes off the mark. Rebound tumbles out into the hands of Howard. She brings it front court, leading down 23-15. Cook with a nice post up underneath, and they throw a dart into her for her eighth point of the contest. 23-17 inside of 8 to play here in the first half. Here's Higgins out of the right corner. Gets a screen there from Atkins, brings it off to Flowers in between the ring. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Nice take there by Abby West as she'll put it off the left side window for her first point of the ball game. She has 2, and it's 25-17. 7.5 to go here before halftime. Here's Thompson. Steps through off the right side. Strong take there by Hannah Wilkerson. Her 4th point of the contest. And then in transition, West had the easy look. Couldn't get it to stay home. Madison Hatcher takes the rebound. She brings it front court. Wilkerson throws it off the side of the backboard. Right in the hands of Gillum. Flowers in transition, knifing her way through. And they'll say that she lost it on the way to the basket. And the turnover gives it back to the visiting Rams. 25-19. Howard brings it high post to Wilkerson. Gives it out to Hatcher. Hatcher steps back, throws a dart to Howard as she crosses through, and she's fouled as she goes up. Let's look at that one on Lakin Atkins. That's her first, team's 2nd of the period. And that's going to result in a shooting foul for Quinika Howard. 7:36 to go here in the first half. First free throw for Howard is up. No good. Second free throw on its way. That one finds its way home. Here's Gillum on the baseline. Spins, stops, reverse pivots. Now to Higgins. Higgins from the right elbow in the lane. Puts up a shot too stiff. Howard with the rebound. Curls it into the right corner. Now dribbles it out with patience. 6:15 to go here in the opening half. Play clock's now 15. High post to Cook. Cook faces the basket. 14-foot pull-up jumper. Good. Tierra Cook with 10 points. And the lead's down to 3. Here's Lakin Atkins. Gives it off to Flowers. Flowers a little stutter step. Goes to the rack. Curls from the left. Out top of the key. Abby West, step back 3. Missed everything. So 5:49 on a rested clock. KCU's lead has been as many as 10. It's down to 3. Here's Cook on the baseline. Wilkerson has it poked out of their hands by Hatcher. Higgins in a hurry, goes to the right side, draws contact, and one, and a chance at a 3-point play. Jada Higgins got the contact from Leinbach. That's going to be her first, team 2nd. Some much-needed points by the Knights, pushes it back to 5. And the free throw is up by Higgins is good. Give her 5 in the contest. And it's a 6-point edge. There's Wilkerson. Knifing her way down the center of the lane. Lost the handle on the peel on the way there. And then a whistle and a foul underneath as we get a player down. And a whistle against Lakin Atkins. That's her 2nd. She'll take a seat. Back in for the Knights is Samantha Wells. Injured player was Tierra Cook. And Thompson coming back in. So Hatcher shooting free throws. Misses the first. One more. 5:08 to go. And she gets the second one home. And it's 28-23. Trying to play heavy pressure against Higgins. She blows past both. Kicks it off into the corner. Here's Flowers. Breaks it down to the right, left side. Step back, long range two's good. As Jasmine Flowers got the separation. Maybe got away there with a little bit of a push, if you will. But either way, pushes it back to 7, 30-23. Here's Wilkerson, turns and faces the basket, and as she does, she's held. They'll get that one on Flowers. That's her second. Team's fourth. Here comes Reagan Atkins as Flowers will have to take a seat. 4:33 on a rested clock here in the first half of play. Thompson takes the long inbound all the way back near midcourt. Working on Samantha Wells. Turns in the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebound falls into the hands of Jada Higgins. Here's Reagan Atkins. Spot up three. Got it. And the lead's back to 10. Atkins with her 9th point of the night, all from downtown. Howard wants to answer. She'll answer with a three off the right side. No good. Rebound out to Higgins. She pitches it ahead. Out to Gillum, and then it's kicked out of bounds by Madison Hatcher. It'll stay with KCU underneath their own bucket. Twitty comes back in for Wilkerson. Also back in is Tiara Cook. And she'll come on for Kwanika Howard. West takes it off the left side. Feeds it out to Higgins. Higgins goes dribble drive baseline. Stops there. Step back. Good. In and out. No good. Had a great look there. Couldn't get it to stay down. Tiara Cook with a rebound. Slows it down. Hatcher, left side. Goes past West. Step back. Long range jumper. Too stiff. No good. Ball raked out and into the hands of Reagan Atkins. Higgins in front court. 32-23. Shot is up, no good there by Abby West. A quick change on that score. That last three that they originally called, they've called it a 2. So the foul goes up against Higgins. That's her first, team's 5th. So any more fouls now against KCU in the period will have the Rams shooting double bonus. West comes off. First free throw is up, is good. Back in is Taylor Isaac. So Twitty with 3 points, make it 4 on the first made free throw. Second one off the mark. Rebound to Isaac. Here's Cassell. Steps through, puts up a shot, and a foul on the way up. As Cassell gets back into the ballgame for Higgins. She's going to shoot 2 as Jalen Twitty just picked up her second. Team's 3rd of the period. (32-24), and Lindsey Cassell for 2 free throws. First one's on the way, is good. That moves the lead to 9, a chance to make it 10, which would match the largest of the contest if she can sink this one. High arcing shot, in and out, no good. Flowers with a rebound underneath, ball's loose, and then she turned it over. Here's Hatcher with a right side 3, no good. Long rebound claimed by Wilkerson in the near side corner. Here's Cook facing the basket, 2:31 to play. Shot is up, no good, and a whistle and a foul. As they'll get Cook on the push. That's the team's 4th. It'll be her 2nd, and she'll have to take a seat. Leinbach comes back in. Kwanika Howard returns. Here's Cassell, left wing. Now to Isaac. Long threes on the way, no. There's Wells on the baseline. Reverse scoop shot, up, won't go home, but a chance at a 3-point play. Foul is on Zani Thompson. That's her second. So both teams in the bonus now. Thompson will take a seat, and Hannah Trewick will come on for her first action. Samantha Wells, first free throw is up, is good. Leads out to 10 now with 2:05 to play in the first half. Chance to push it to 11, which would be the largest in the contest, and she does it as she tickles the twine as it goes through. 35-24, Knights lead this one with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Wilkerson. Looking in front of Gillum, fakes it to the left, now it does go to left to Hatcher. Off to the near side as Linebach feeds it inside to Wilkerson, and she's fouled on the way up. Nice look there on the baseline. As they'll get that one on Gillum. That's her first. Minute 46 to go in the first half as Abby West returns for Reagan Atkins. Hannah Wilkerson, 2 free throws. First one's up, is good. Rams 5 for 9 from the charity stripe tonight. Second free throw is up. That one's good as well. Higgins returns for Gillum, and Elizabeth Hardwick comes on for Cassell. 35-26, a minute 44 to go in the half. KCU with the basketball. Higgins takes it to the left side, gives it out there to Hardwick. Now Isaac in between the rings. Little stutter step, crosses over, kicks it out into the corner. Step back threes on the way, no, by Hardwick. Howard has it and races it out in transition. A nice feed in transition out to Linebach. She misses it. KCU in transition, feeds it off to the near sideline, and Wells can't hang on to it. Stay tuned with me at the half. We'll check scoring and stats of this one. Preview the men's matchup. They'll play next after the collusion of this one. Here's Wilkerson, left of point. High post, gives it off to Hannah Trewick, her first touch of the ball game. Now to Hatcher. Hatcher thought about pulling the long three. Now to Linebach. Turnaround jumper outside the lane is no good. Long rebound falls in the hands of Hardwick. She puts it in overdrive, races through, puts up a shot, contact all over the place. She finishes through contact for her 7th point of the night, and the lead's back to 11, 37-26. 40 seconds to play here in the opening half. At this pace we've played here, you haven't had to worry about the shot clock. Here's Wilkerson. Out of the right corner comes left side. She's fouled on the way up, and she's going to shoot 2. They'll get that one on Samantha Wells. That's her first. And Hannah Wilkerson with 6 points in this contest. Rams 6 for 10 from the charity stripe. Eyes and fires. The first one is good. Just to get it back into a 9-point deficit. And she does that one easily. Shot clock is off. KCU can hold for the final shot and try to push it back into a double-digit lead going to the locker room. Here's Higgins, takes the handoff. Now to Wells, just running a little weave out top. Out to Hardwick. Now Higgins, 10 seconds. Higgins comes left, tries to feed it inside and turns it over. Ball raked near side, 3 seconds. Linebach spins, turns, she's not going to get it away. Shot will not count, and it takes us to halftime. 37-28 is our score at the break. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll take a look at the numbers for the first half of action and get you ready for period number 3. 37-28, Knights lead it at the break. Our coverage continues after this in the halftime show on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Well, even though it is past New Year's, it is never too late to say happy holidays, especially from our good friends at Clark's Pumpkin Shops. A good one here after one half of play. KCU leading CIU 37-28. KCU pushing out to a 19-9 lead in the first period. Then CIU answered with a 6-0 run to close the period. It was 19-15 after one. The Knights saw the lead dwindle down to 3, but then they put a nice little run together of their own. They pushed it out to as many as 11. They lead it by 9 at the break, 37-28. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll take a look at some numbers, some individual statistics for both. Preview the matchup that'll follow this, which is the men, as that one's scheduled to tip off around 7:30.
To add your card to your phone's mobile wallet. Your debit card has never been more secure. Simply look for the contactless symbol at checkout, tap your contactless card, or hold your phone over the terminal and your payment is processed in seconds without your card number ever being exposed. Tap, pay, go. It's that easy with First National Bank. First National Bank in Cannonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
37-28 as we welcome you back here to the Lusby Center. KCU in the locker room up by 9. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here this evening on the Cool Sports Network. Let's take a look at some numbers for this one. We'll first start with the visiting Rams of CIU. They're shooting 29.4% from the field, but they've missed all 7 3-pointers in the contest. They missed 4 in the first period, 3 in the second. 67% from the charity stripe. That's 8 of 12. 22 rebounds. They've turned it over 7 times in the contest. Leading the way is Tiara Cook. She has 10. She also has 2 personal fouls. 2 other players with 2 personal fouls in the starting 5, Jalen Twitty and Zani Thompson. Twitty has 4 points. Thompson still scoreless. Mariah Leinbach jumping off the bench. She's pitched in 4. And Quinika Howard, who's played 15 minutes of relief time, only has 1 point, but she's pulled down 5 rebounds in the contest. For KCU, 46.9% from the field. That's 15 of 32. 23% from downtown Tripletown. 37.5% of the first period, but they missed all 5 3-pointers in the second. 80% on 4 or 5 shooting from the charity stripe. All of those coming in period number 2. The scoring has been spread out nicely. Kylie Gillum jumping off the bench. She has 9 to lead the way. She played 14 minutes in the first half. 4 for 5 from the field. Also grabbed a team high, or second on the team with 4 rebounds. Leading the team in rebounding is Jada Higgins with 5 points, 7 points. 5 rebounds and 7 points. My mistake there. Reagan Atkins has 8 points. And other scoring looks like this. Abby West with 2. Jasmine Flowers with 4. Samantha Wells with 2. And Lindsay Cassell with 1. As I mentioned earlier, the Reagan Atkins 3 that we thought was her 3rd triple of the ball game, they said a toe was on the line, so it was overturned and was resulted into a 2-point shot. Some other numbers to look at here. Points in the paint. KCU outscoring CIU 20-14. Points on turnovers, 7-5 in favor of the Knights. Second chance points, 5-4 favoring the Rams. Fast break points, 4-2 in favor of KCU. Bench points, 12-5. Again, 9 of those coming from Kylie Gillum in the first half for the Knights. Largest lead both ways. Rams had a 5-point lead, 7:31 to go in the first period. KCU pushed it out to 11 the second time at 2:08 to play in the first half. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll preview the men's matchup as they'll get going at about 7:30 tonight and get you ready for the second half of action between the Rams and the Knights. Halftime here in Grayson, and our coverage continues after this on the Kuwait Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Halftime here in Grayson, 37-28 our score, with the Knights leading the Rams of CIU. Taking a look at game number 2 tonight, the men will get things rolling around 7:30 as it'll be the 6-7 Rams coming off a hearty win over Truett McConnell, 109-74. They lost the game before that. That was their first game back since Christmas. They fell a point back on December 13th, 80-75 in a double overtime shootout. And then a true shootout down in Columbia on the 10th when they defeated KCU, 92-87. So this one sizing up certainly to be a dandy. KCU coming off of a 3-game losing streak. They fell to Tennessee Tech and Charleston Southern before the Christmas holiday, giving up 100-plus in both of those. They lost to Tennessee Tech 104-72. Charleston Southern 126-67. And then they lost on Tuesday to Bryan 85-74. Taking a look at the outcome of that game, Courtney Ware led the way with 27 points. David Woodard tossed in 13. Lonnie Langston had 12. Kirk Pence off the bench in 26 minutes of action since transferring in from Glenville State has 7 points. And he's been a much welcomed addition to this Knights rotation. A very well-rounded kid, great athlete. He can shoot the basketball. He can jump out of the gym. And he's certainly going to bring another element to this offense that the Knights certainly need. And more importantly, on the defensive side of things as well, pretty solid. But we'll see how that one sizes up when we get that one back underway here at about 7:30. Well, let's get back to the women and the second half of action. KCU leading 37-28. We'll take our final break of the halftime period, and we resume action when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Back here at the Leslie Center, getting ready for second half of action. Great shot there of the visiting Rams huddle as they get ready to get back underway. Austin Ray doing some great camera work there. Now a good look in at the Knights. Felicia Collier working camera and is an executive producer. We do a little bit of everything here. Stay with us after the conclusion of this game. We'll be on another stream. Again, if you're following with us here on Cool TV, and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and then hit that little bell. And what it'll do is anytime we put up live content or new content, it'll alert you on your YouTube app and give us a follow. But we'll be over on a new stream for the men. Again, you can get to it right there on the Cool TV logo. And we'll have the men and around 7:30 is when that one is scheduled to go. Twitty, Thompson, Hatcher, Wilkerson, and Cook, the 5 on the floor for the visiting Rams. They'll have the basketball. They'll work it from right to left as I view it here. Ken Cantron will bounce it off to the near sideline if the second half is underway. Twitty brings it front court. West, Atkins, Higgins, and Flowers, the starting 5 on the floor for the Knights. Here's a spinning shot on the baseline, and had a good look underneath there by Wilkerson, but she can't connect. Ball goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by the visiting Rams. So Abby West with the basketball, brings it front court. Pitches it off to Higgins. Now Flowers between the rings. Takes it off now to Reagan Atkins. Atkins puts it on the deck with the right hand, brings it to Abby West. The southpaw thought about pulling the trigger, backs it back out. She'll go to Higgins. Right corner now. Atkins wants it, looks into a double team, goes back out to West. West off the left side, puts up a shot, and it's blocked away by Thompson. They'll pitch it ahead, Thompson. Entry pass goes into Cook, back to Thompson. Thompson back to Cook in the paint. Goes from the right to the left, lost the handle on the basketball on the way up. And we've got officials pointing two opposite directions. We had two officials pointing opposite directions. They're going to give the basketball to the Rams, and then ball doesn't lie is what they always say. That one right there was a turnover. Quickly, the Knights have it in front court. Here's Reagan Atkins, spin move on the baseline. Hook shot is up, no good. Ball back into her hands, but she can't corral it back in. Wilkerson racing ahead, going right at Abby West. Baseline jumper's up, no good, and a whistle and a foul from behind. They'll get that one on Tierra Cook. That's her third. Team's first of the half. Cook will have to have a seat, and Howard quickly checking back into the ball game. That takes off the leading scorer for the Rams. Here's Atkins, gets a screen from Atkins from the keyhole. 20-footer is up, no good. Had a good look, just couldn't get it to stay down. Howard with a rebound, she'll bring it ahead. Here's a spot-up three from Twitty, and it's down. First three ball made by the visiting Rams. That cuts the lead to 6. And then we get a double foul. We'll get Thompson and Flowers both picking up their third. So it's 2 fouls against CIU, 1 foul against KCU for the half, or the period, excuse me. And we're back underway with Higgins in the basketball. She gets a little stutter step, goes with a left hand off the right side, and drops in her 9th point of the evening. Strong take there by Jada Higgins. Wilkerson, left of point. Here's Hatcher, long three off the mark, right side, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with KCU. Hannah Trewick, back in the basketball game. Window cuts the lead to 6. Higgins brings it front court. No look pass there to West. West had it partially blocked away. Trewick with the rebound. They'll pitch it ahead. Wilkerson goes from the right to the left. That one's blocked away by Higgins. They'll say they got her on the body. Her second, team second. Here comes Kylie Gillum back in the basketball game, as she'll get Jasmine Flowers, who picked up her 3rd foul earlier on that double foul. So Hannah Wilkerson to the free throw line. First free throw is up, is good. Wilkerson tosses in her 9th point of the evening. One more. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound Lakin Atkins. Higgins in a hurry, spins in the lane, puts up a shot. No, they're going to say she traveled. She did a big spin move right outside the restricted area. The official said no go. Howard picks it up out near the midcourt stripe. Brings it off to Wilkerson, left of point. Now Trawick puts it on the deck with the left hand. Out to Twitty. Twitty goes off the right elbow, stops on the block. High arcing shot up, no good. Lakin Atkins clears the rebound. Jada Higgins brings it across the midcourt stripe, up by 5. Atkins wants a 3 from the left side of the glass, puts it in. The bank is open for Lakin Atkins, 42-34. Here's Twitty, jab step off the right wing, now fans it back out, 20 on the shot clock. Wilkerson surveying, gives it high post to Trawick inside the keyhole. Now to Hatcher, 11 on the shot clock. Wants to go on that backdoor cut, nothing there. Trawick will step into a 3. She's all alone, she's got it. Hannah Trawick buries the triple. And the lead's back to 5. Reagan Atkins, right wing, back to Higgins. Now to West. Inside of 6 minutes to play here in period number 3. It's a good one here tonight between these two. Higgins, 12 on the shot clock. Goes baseline, pulls the trigger off the side of the backboard, no good. Howard with the rebound. Howard racing it ahead. Puts up a shot off the right side and a whistle and a foul on the baseline. Let's see who they got this one on. They'll get that one on Reagan Atkins. That's her second, team's third. 5:37 to play in the third. And Quinnica Howard going to the free throw line for 2. Taylor Isaac checking in for Reagan Atkins. Howard 3 points, 8 rebounds in the ball game. Eisen fires and rattles the first one home. This to get it to as close as they've been since the second period when they had it down to a 23-20 deficit. And that one's home as well. 42-39. Trailed by as many as 11 twice in the ball game. Can the Knights find an answer on this series? Here's Higgins. Brings it off near side Isaac. Isaac goes dribble drive, lobs it into Atkins, goes out to Gillum. 19-footer on the baseline, no. And Taylor Isaac fights for the rebound and gets the foul after getting possession. Look at the foul on Hannah Trawick. It's her first, team's third. And Taylor Isaac will go to the line and shoot 2. Free was up, is good. .5:20 to play. You're in the third. 43-20, or 39, excuse me. And she hits both. Hatcher comes off, back in as Linebach. We'll roll the ball in to Howard. She'll pick it up at the free throw line, extended in her backcourt. Now to Wilkerson. Trawick, right of point. Here's Twitty for a 3. It's on the way. In and out of the cylinder, no good. Ball tipped around, and Lakin Atkins fights for the rebound. Abby West front court. Slows things down as we go across the 5-minute mark. Isaac on the left wing. Feeds it into Atkins and a reach-in foul on Howard. That's her first, team's 4th. So the next foul will have KCU shooting free throws. Samantha Wells coming in for Lakin Atkins. 4:53 to go here in the third. Higgins takes the inbound in the corner closest to her bench. Feeds it out to Isaac. Isaac left of point, now to West on the right wing. West jab, goes into the lane. Hook shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Wilkerson. She wants to race it ahead. Here's Twitty in transition, and she's fouled, and she's going to shoot 2. Foul is on Taylor Isaac. That's her first, team's 4th. And Jalen Twitty shoots 2, 7 points, 2 rebounds in the contest. First free throw is up, is good. Leads down to 4, 44-40, favoring the Knights. Twitty with 8, looking for her 9th, and has it with ease. 3-point deficit for the visiting Rams. Here's Gillum, tied up on the baseline, turns and throws it over top of the head of Lisa Kahn, the Knights head coach, into their bench. It'll stay with KCU with 4:28 to go on the clock and 22 on the shot clock. That is something, the way this game has played out, we have not talked about the shot clock often because we've not had to. Here's an entry pass. Here's a reverse scoop shot by Samantha Wells as she goes up and under. Nice job by her getting the baseline and then using the window on the reverse scoop shot. Wells with her 4th point of the contest and leads back to 5. Here's Howard in between the rings, gives it off to Trey, but gets it back. Step back 3, left wing on the way. No, too stiff. Wells fights for the rebound. She'll claim it and pull it out. West in a hurry. She wants to race it ahead now. Brings it off to Wells. Wells all alone. Goes off to Isaac. Long 3 on the way from the left side. No. Nearly got it to stay on the back of the box and come down. Howard lobs it inside to Leinbach. She'll take it out into the corner. Cut off there by Gillum. Spin move. Fadeaway jumpers up. No good. Rebound out by Wells. Here's Higgins. Steps through, puts up a shot. All kinds of contact. No foul called. We play on. Treywick with a rebound ahead. Wilkerson stops, puts it off the left side. Good. Hannah Wilkerson drops in her 11th point, and the lead is down to 3. And we're going the other way as Higgins just picked up an offensive foul. 5th team foul will put CIU in the bonus the next time, but it is a player control foul, so no free throws are awarded. Higgins will step off, as will Isaac and Gillum. Flowers returns, Reagan Atkins and Lakin Atkins. 3:12 to play in the 3rd. It's a 1-possession ball game and a chance for CIU to tie it here on this possession. High post it goes to Wilkerson. Brings it off to Twitty. 3 for the tie. It's off the mark right side. No good. Jasmine Flowers with a backdoor rebound. And then a turnover on the back door. Here's Leinbach out of the corner. Twitty bounces it into Wilkerson. She curls. Goes with a left-handed scoop shot. Is up. No good. And a whistle and a foul from behind. As they'll get that one on Leinbach. So both teams now in the bonus on the next foul. But again, a player control foul, so no free throws awarded. 3-point lead for the Knights. Handoff Flowers left side. She'll curl it around to Reagan Atkins. Stops, loses the handle on the peel, gets it back, takes it into Wells. Wells back out to Atkins. Had the ball tipped in the backcourt. Trying to run it down is Twitty. Here comes Lindsey Cassell back in the basketball game. She'll replace Abby West. And they'll say that KCU touched it last, so 2:18 to go on arrested clock here in the 3rd. And once again, a chance for the visiting Rams to even this contest after trailing by 11. Howard gets a double screen, high post. Feeds it back out to Wilkerson, lobs it inside to Thompson. Thompson a push-off, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, puts it up. That one won't fall either. Rebound Wells, in transition Atkins. Misses the shot. Howard hounded in the backcourt. Brings it off the right side, loses the basketball. Helter-skelter at its best. Reagan Atkins knifes her way through, slows it down on the left wing. Now crosses over, finds a lane to the basket, and she's fouled on the way up. That was on Twitty. That's her 3rd. And Reagan Atkins will shoot 2. Hatcher checking back in on the second shot opportunity. Free throw is up. It's good. One more for Reagan Atkins, who has 9 points. That one's off the mark. 47-43. Here's Wilkerson. Stops in the lane off the left side is good. And it's down to 2. Here's Cassell. Gets it off now to Reagan Atkins. Here's Flowers out of the left corner. Cassell wants a long-range 3. In and out of the cylinder, no good. Ball tipped around. Flowers fights for it on the far sideline. And Cassell had it for a moment, then taking away in the backcourt is Twitty. She can't finish. Following on the backside is Leinbach, and we're tied at 47. We've got an injury timeout. I think it's possibly a broken finger or something in that for Samantha Wells. She immediately went straight to the athletic training staff. So 55 seconds to play here in the third. We're tied at 47. And both teams sent to the bench by the officiating crew. We certainly won't speculate on any injuries whatsoever, but our cameraman that was on that baseline did say that it appeared it was something around the hand area. So a timeout requested with 55 seconds to go here in period number 3 as both teams go to the bench areas. It was an 11-point lead favoring KCU back in the second period. They led it by 9 at halftime. And it's been a back-and-forth battle in this period in which CIU has outscored KCU 19-10. And they've clawed themselves right back into this one. Let's see who they come out of the break with. Taylor Isaac will come on for Wells. Also, Reagan Atkins, Lakin Atkins, Lindsey Cassell. Twitty will go to the bench, and Madison Hatcher returns. All right, back underway. KCU with the basketball, and even at 47, inside of a minute to play. Taylor Isaac gives it off to Reagan Atkins. Or excuse me, Lakin Atkins. Atkins backs her way in, puts up a shot. She's fouled underneath, and if that's on Sonny Thompson, which it is, that's her 4th. And she's going to have to take a seat as quickly Hannah Trawick jumps off the bench and comes back in for Thompson. Thompson goes to the bench with 9 rebounds in this ball game. So Lakin Atkins, 7 points in this contest. First free throw is up is good. That breaks the tie. Makes it 48-47. One more. That one's good as well. 49-47. High post right side of Wilkerson. Feels her way through, puts up a shot, and one. As she got past Jasmine Flowers, who just picked up her 4th. And Wilkerson's 15th point of the evening evens the game at 49. Back into the ball game is Kylie Gillum. As Flowers will take a seat, and Hannah Wilkerson for a chance at a 3-point play that will put her team back in front for the first time since the first period, and she does so. So what was an 11-point lead is now a 1-point deficit for the Knights. Lakin Atkins goes strong to the rack and finishes with point number 11. That leads her team. Shot clock is off, 17 seconds to play in the third. 51-50, KCU up by 1. Howard dribbling it out in between the rings, now centers it up with 7 seconds in front of Reagan Atkins. Goes to the right side, tries to get it off now to Wilkerson. Wilkerson hemmed up, fires up a shot, it's no good. And that takes us to the fourth and final stanza. Knights lead at 51-50, period 4 when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
With loan rates at or near historical lows, now is the time to talk to one of the experienced loan officers at First National Bank. We can help you with that new car or home you've been wanting. Let us work with you to reach the payment level you're comfortable with. You can now access our loan application online at fnbgrayson.com or give us a call today at 606-928-0000 and we can make your loan happen. First National Bank in Cannonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Getting ready for the fourth and final period here in Grayson. James Carr, happy to have you along with us on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Knights will have the basketball to start the fourth and final period. Here's West out of the corner. Has the ball raked out near midcourt. Chasing it down there's Reagan Atkins. Here's Higgins off the left side. Kylie Gillum right there beside her. She gives it off to Gillum. Feeds it back out to Atkins. Spot up three straight away. No. Rebound fought for and brought out by Quinnica Howard. Her 10th rebound unofficially in the ball game. She'll slow things down by 1, 51-50. Here's Cook off the right side. Shot won't go home. Fighting for the rebound underneath was Higgins. Higgins, floater in the lane. Shot is too stiff. Kylie Gillum comes in from behind, knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back to the visitors. Cook returning for the first time after getting into some serious foul trouble earlier on. She's replacing Howard. Or excuse me, replacing Treywick. Here's Cook, takes the pass off to Howard left side. 3 for the leads on the way, in and out, no good. Strong rebound there by Lakin Atkins. Ball poked out from behind. They'll say that ball was touched last by Atkins. Coach Kahn saying it was raked from behind. KCU's getting no relief. Here's Hatcher, left of point. Gives it off now to Cook. Underneath. Shot is up, no good. Ball raked around. Higgins comes away with it. Jogs it out into the corner. Brings it near side. West with a long 3, money. Abby West tickles a twine from downtown Tripletown. Her 5th point of the contest and leads back to 4. Here's Wilkerson. Splits the difference to the rack. She goes up. The foul was on the floor before she got the shot away. Foul was on Gillum. That's her 2nd. Team's 1st. CIU basketball. Inbound to Wilkerson. Takes it off now to Twitty. She replaces Hatcher. Brings it near side. Here's Linebach. Puts up a prayer. No good. Rebound Higgins. Higgins in a hurry. Off the right side. No, too stiff. Rebound comes off to Howard. And then a turnover in the backcourt. Higgins stops, draws contact and one. And a chance at a three-point play. Nice feed out top of the key. And Higgins gets the contact. And a chance to finish for three. Her 11th point of the contest goes down. First team foul against CIU. Howard steps off. Free throw won't go home. 56-50. West finds a seam. Floater in the lane's good. Abby West gets the runner in a 30-second timeout requested as KCU extends its lead back to 8. 58-50 with 7:10 to play in the ball game. And Danielle Fleming just emphatically yelled at her team on the other sideline, said, "Where are you at?" Good look there inside the huddle. As you can see, Coach Fleming very animated with her team. Screaming at her team saying, "I need fight." KCU trying to get the second of the two matchups between these two. They fell 74-60 when they met down in Columbia. 7:10 to go in regulation. Men to come after this one at approximately 7:30. We got a dandy brewing here tonight. Here's Twitty. Feeds it inside. That's to Cook. Looks it off to Linebach. Linebach dribble drive on the baseline. Stops right side. Goes back on top of the key. Howard. Or to Wilkerson. They give it back to Wilkerson on the left side hook shot. Cuts the lead to 6 on her 18th point of the ball game. That leads all scorers. Abby West with the basketball for the Knights. Brings it off to Higgins' right wing. Entry pass to Lakin Atkins. Strong move inside. Blocked. Fights for the rebound, and a jump ball arrow favors the visiting Rams. Higgins comes off. Back on as Taylor Isaac. (58-52). Here's Cook off the left side. Hands it off there to Wilkerson. Curls from the right to the left to the right. And a tough shot in contact. Here's Gillum, near side. Wants to attack. Goes right at Linebach. Backs herself in. Kicks it down in the corner. West pumps. Steps back. 3 for the corner. It's on the way. No. Front iron short. Sonny Thompson checks back into the ball game and pulls in her 10th rebound of the contest. Wilkerson loses her dribble. Gets the handoff to Twitty. Twitty pumps, comes off the left elbow, stops, angles right, turns back around and loses the basketball. Reagan Atkins just stepped in and took it away. 5.5 to play in regulation. 4-point lead for the Knights, 58-54. Gillum wants a 3. It's on the way. No, too stiff. But a long rebound goes out to Atkins. West wants a 3. That one's on the way. It's good. A big spark there by Abby West. 61-54. Twitty with an answer. Too stiff. And it's out of bounds. Jade Atkins returns for Taylor Isaac. Knights basketball, 5:02 to play in regulation. And a 61-54 lead. A 3 here would match the largest lead of the contest of 11. 15 on the shot clock as they hand it off. Entry pass to Gillum. Fakes left, comes back right, and puts it off the window for her 11th point of the night. Kylie Gillum having herself an evening. 63-54. Here's Cook off the right side in front of Atkins. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Higgins, racing it ahead. Steps through, off the glass, yes! Coast to coast, 65-54, timeout. Full timeout, we're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
Good look there at the bench. Danielle Fleming and the visiting CIU Rams, they trail 65-54 as KCU has pushed the lead back to 11. That matches its largest mark of the contest that last happened back in the second stanza. 14-4 surge, I should say, for the Knights here in the fourth and final period. Kylie Gillum with 11 points off of the bench. She's been big, had 9 of those in the first half of play. Howard comes into the basketball game out of the timeout. Here's Twitty. Goes dribble drop baseline and one as she hands it off there to Leinbach. And Leinbach with a chance at a three-point play. Fouls on Abby West. That's her second, team second. And Mariah Leinbach for a chance at a three-point play. Free throws off the mark. Rebound out to Lakin Atkins. Higgins with a finger roll that doesn't go home. Howard with a rebound, racing it ahead. Ball blocked away as Wilkerson went up, and it's blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the visiting Rams. Wilkerson takes the inbound. Jab step. Comes right at Kylie Gillum. Spins in the lane. Shots up off the top of the backboard. Gets her own rebound and is fouled. She's going to the line for 2. Fouls on Gillum. It's her third, team's third. (65-56). And Tiara Cook to the line for 2. Free throws up is good. Second one won't go home. Lakin Atkins clears the rebound, her 7th. Wide open on the other end, though, is Kylie Gillum as she snuck out the back door and puts in her 13th point of the contest, 67-57. Here's Wilkerson. Now to Twitty. Pumps, left of point in front of Higgins. Cook, all alone, comes off the left side, throws up a shot, won't go home. Rebound, Jada Higgins. Here's Flowers, lobs it back door to Gillum and throws it out of bounds. 3:04 to go. 10-point lead for the Knights. They trailed by 1 in the second half and then answered since then. Here's Wickerson. Feeds it off underneath. Had a wide open look there by Cook. Her second opportunity won't go. Third opportunity goes back up by Leinbach. And a 30-second timeout requested by KCU. They'll get the foul on Lakin Atkins. That is her third, team's fourth. So one more foul on KCU. We'll have the visiting Rams shooting bonus the rest of the way. We've got 2:50 to play in regulation in this one. Men to follow. We'll see about what time. It was scheduled for 7:30, so I would imagine probably around 25 to 30 minutes at the conclusion of this contest. Again, we'll have a new stream for that game when we get back underway for the men against CIU. CIU 15 of 22 from the free throw line today. And Mariah Leinbach to the line for 2. 8 points for her this evening, make it 9. 67-58. One more. Second free throw's off the mark, too stiff. Rebound comes out to Jada Higgins, who just pulled down her 12th rebound. She's got a double-double. 13 points, 12 boards. West hands it off there to Atkins. Hand off Higgins. Higgins to the left side to Flowers. Flowers goes out top, and she gets a foul as Leinbach gets called for the reach-in. Her third, team second. 2:34 to play. Abby West to trigger in next to her bench and Coach Lisa Kahn. She'll go into Flowers in the left corner. Thought about going back door to Atkins, who's battling down underneath with Twitty. Here's Higgins, 15 on the shot clock. On the left wing, working in front of Leinbach. Hands it off there to Gillum. Gillum has it raked away from her, loose on the floor. Tries to feed it off to the far sideline. Higgins fighting for it, saves it, comes away, puts up a heave that drew backboard, would not go home though. Howard trying to save it, and this ball goes out of bounds. They'll say it was touched last right in front of us. Coach Lisa Kahn emphatically asking for some help. A good shot there by our and we just got a warning. Of course, Ken Cantron's in the building. You're going to get a warning somewhere or a technical foul, one of the two. Always going to happen. When the game gets big, he's going to step in. Here's Twitty, works off a screen, pulls the trigger, three's off the mark, no good. Ball swatted backward to Leinbach. Here's Twitty in the keyhole. Tries to go baseline, does so to Cook. Cook goes in right, got the Twitty. 11 on the shot clock, pulls the trigger. Three's on the way, no. And a whistle and a foul against Jada Higgins. That's her fourth. Team's fifth. They're going to say her foot was on the line, so it'll be a 2-point free throw instead of 3. And she misses the front end on the front iron. 1:44 to go, 67-58. One more for Twitty. Pushes that one up, is good. Now they're saying it's 3. When they started it off, he said 2. Now they're saying 3. And she hits 2 of the 3. 67-60. Lead is down to 7. Higgins takes the inbound, pushes it in overdrive up the far sideline. She's got a lane to the rack and has it raked out from behind. Back in the ball game for KCU is Reagan Atkins, as she'll replace Kylie Gillum. Gillum has had herself a heck of a night here this evening. West to trigger in for the Knights. Goes to Flowers. out of the left corner, brings it out now to Higgins. Higgins will dribble out mid-court, go backdoor to West. West comes all the way back out to the wing inside of 90 seconds to go. 12 on the shot clock, gets a high ball screen. Cut off there, 10 on the shot clock. Dribble drive pass Cook, goes out to Flowers in the corner. 6 on the shot clock, spins left, comes baseline, brings it out to West. West will re-center, put up a shot that was partially blocked, and into the hands of Twitty. Spin move in the lane, blocked away, and a whistle underneath. As Wilkerson got hammered on the spin move. And that's on Higgins, that's her 5th. So Jada Higgins will foul out of this basketball game with 13 points and 12 rebounds unofficially. Kylie Gillum will return. And Hannah Wilkerson will go to the line and shoot 2. Wilkerson 6 for 7 from the charity stripe tonight. Leads the team with 20, also a game high. First free throw was up is good. Give her 21 in the contest. That cuts it to a 2-possession game. One more. Free throw up, good. (67-62). KCU trying to get it in. Comes near side. It was nearly stolen away. Now it's a loose ball tie-up on the baseline in front of the Rams bench. And now we've got a player down for KCU, as Reagan Atkins is down. So Atkins slow to come up as she tries to walk it off, coming back to her bench. So we've got 60 seconds to play in this one exactly. Elizabeth Hardwick will check in and replace Atkins. (67-62) is our score. Lisa Kahn talking with Atkins, who's standing on the far sideline. Looks like she's going to try to check back into this basketball game if they need her to. So KCU basketball. West brings it in near sideline to Lakin Atkins. Reverse it back to West. West navigating her way through the heavy pressure. Looks at the double team. Gets free, comes near side, down to Flowers. Flowers out of the corner, goes back out top of the key. And then a wide open shot underneath and gets it to go home is Hardwick, 69-62. And then a timeout requested by, I believe, CIU. So a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
37.8 to play in this one. It's been a dandy. 69-62. KCU leading CIU. Possession arrow favors the visiting Rams. KCU with 4 timeouts. CIU with 1. CIU is in the bonus. They still have 3 fouls to give to put KCU in the bonus. So let's reset the clock. They're 37.8 on the clock, and Rams basketball out of the timeout. Here's Howard coming front court. Gives it off to Linebach, now to Twitty. Linebach spins, has it raked away by Jada Flowers. She's got the tie up, gets it backward, and it forces a turnover. And then a quick foul in the backcourt by Jalen Twitty, who picks up her 4th. But that's only the team's 3rd. So now KCU just has to take care of the basketball as with 21 seconds to go. They still have fouls to give. So Abby West to trigger in. Right next to Daniel Fleming. Throws it down toward her own basket. Lakin Atkins fouled, gets the basketball, fighting for possession. And a jump ball is called finally. And the alternating possession arrow will give the basketball back to CIU. And now Daniel Fleming wants a timeout. We'll go ahead and stay right here. 16 seconds to go in the ball game. That's her final timeout of the contest. So KCU has the arrow now, as the possession arrow needs to change. They did not change the arrow on the after the timeout, or before the timeout, I should say. Because Atkins had the ball in the corner, and the alternating arrow should point the other direction. So the Knights should have the arrow. It is still favoring the Rams for the moment. And they still have 2 fouls that they have to give before KCU goes into the bonus. Down by 7 and out of timeouts. Howard to trigger in next to her bench. Brings it out to Wilkerson. Long threes on the way. Got it. Wilkerson hits her 25th. And Lisa Kahn burns a timeout now. A full timeout back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Well, out of the timeout, they didn't give us the full 60. So there was a tie-up that got the 4th personal foul against the visitors. And then Kylie Gillum takes the inbound and gets away for a moment to get the clock down to 8 seconds. And now she's going to go to the line and shoot the double bonus. So Gillum has had a dandy of a ball game tonight. 13 points. Misses the first. Tied for team lead tonight with Jada Higgins, who was fouled out of this basketball game. One more for Gillum. Eyes and fires. That one's good. 70-65, and a full timeout requested by Lisa Kahn. So again, to reset where we are, KCU owns the arrow. Both teams are in the bonus. And we have 8 seconds to play in regulation. Stay tuned with us for the men's game coming up at approximately 25 minutes after this game. Kylie Gillum leads the way tonight for her team with 14 points. Abby West with 10, Lakin Atkins with 11, Jada Atkins with 13, and something I talked about in the pregame show, if this team tonight was going to be successful, needed to be able to spread around the scoring, and they've done a great job of doing that, and really got some great production from the starting five, but more importantly, getting that production by Gillum coming off the bench. All right, Quanika Howard to trigger in. 8.5 seconds to go in the ball game, down 5. She'll do it on the near sideline in her front court. Trying to run it through, gets it into Wilkerson. Wilkerson out to Hatcher. Hatcher comes right side, puts up a ball that gets loose. Cook, a floating shot in the lane. Shot doesn't go home, and that's your ball game. Your final score, KCU wins this one 70-65. Post games when we return after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go.
70-65, your final score here tonight. Let's run through some numbers for you real quickly, and then we'll step aside for a break to
have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather
get ready for the men's game that's coming up here in about 25 to 30 minutes. We'll start first with the Rams.
You like it.
30.9%, 21 of 68 from the field, 3 of 17 from long range at 17.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
71.4%, 41 rebounds. Jada Higgins leads the way tonight with 12. They turned it over 13 times. Kylie Gillum leads the way in the scoring production, 14 points off the bench. She was 6 of 9 from the field, including hitting that big free throw there at the end. Four total players, I should say, entered in double figures. Jada Higgins with 13. Lakin Atkins had 11. Abby West with 10. Final score here in this one. KCU wins it 70-65 with the win. The Knights move to 9-6 on the regular season, 6-5 in AAC play. CIU falls to 7-9 and 6-6 in conference play. That'll do it for our coverage in game number 1. We'll take a break, switch streams, and then we'll join you back here in about 15 minutes as we get you ready for the men's action between the Knights and the Rams here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small
You've been watching
for us
and
to
listening to
accommodate
KCU
you.
basketball on the
Jennifer
Fluid Sports
Epperly,
Network
loan
and
officer at
School
First
TV.
National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.